I'm Chang. I'm from National Taiwan University Department of Physics. And today's talk I want to talk about the second quantum revolution with quantum computer. People all know that actually the quantum science and the quantum mechanics was built in late 19th century and early 20th century. Such as in this photo, actually for the Soviet conference in 1927. In this photo, a lot of people actually was awarded by Nobel laureate later on. And most of the problem actually in the quantum mechanics was debate in this conference and was fully understood at that time. And the first impact of quantum science, people can say that it's actually a Manhattan Project. It started from 1943 and ended on 1946. And the impact for this Manhattan Project is to end the Second World War II. After World War II, people invented the bipolar transistor, MOSFET, and the most important of the all actually is the classical computer. And we all benefit by the classical computer nowadays. And in the end of 2018, people start to think about we need to kick off the second quantum revolution. The reason is that quite a lot of quantum science knowledge was never applied into our real life, and it's become much mature. And people think that we can start to think about how to start a second quantum revolution. So USA actually initiated what we call the National Quantum Initiative Act in the 2018, and the European Union have the kickoff meeting of quantum fraction, and also Japan have national program of quantum labs at that time. Only last September 2020, IBM announced a universal quantum computer with 65 qubits, and that means actually the quantum advantage year will be arrived very soon. The characteristics of the quantum computer can be divided by three different regions. The first one actually is the classical circuitry, to use the quantum concept to design the special kind of optimization machine. And the big player actually is France, ATOS, and the Japan, Fujitsu, and the Hitachi. And the second region actually was dominated by D-Wave and NDT. They used the qubit to build a quantum annealing machine to solve also the optimization problem with the Ising model. And the largest region actually was called the universal quantum computer, was used the gate operator idea. And the major player is Microsoft, Google, IBM, and in China, Origin Quantum, and also Intel, Rigetti. They all they spend a tremendous effort try to build the universal quantum computer in a very near future. The most impressive roadmap was marked by the IBM. They are not only creating the 65 qubit universal quantum computer this year, they also claim next year it will be beyond 100 qubit. And in 2023, they were more than 1,000 qubit, and also even up to 1 million qubit. If this is the real roadmap can become true, then that also mean quantum advantage is very soon. We need to be ready for that. A lot of people actually doesn't believe the quantum advantage year will arrive so soon. However, history always tells us. If you see this photo, actually is New York 5th Avenue, and at that time, traffic jam, very crowded. However, only station wagon was there. One motor car was on the sideway, and at that time, nobody believed the motor car can replace the station wagon. But only 10 years later, in the same spot, still in New York 5th Avenue, 1913. If you see on the street, the photo show is traffic jam, but jammed by the motor car, only one station wagon on the sideway. So this is just like the Google scientists say, Niven say, it looks like nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Then, oops, suddenly you are in a different world. That's what we are experiencing here. So quantum computer just like that. Things change as they always do. And the quantum computer is one of the rapidly changing things nowadays. So what is a quantum computer? If you really want to understand, then you need to spend a lot of effort to take a lot of fundamental training of the mathematics, physics, and also, the computer science. However, if you want to know, in a very naive way, you can think in this way. Right now, we are in digital world. The whole computer actually was only solved the problem to be simplified by the 0 and 1. And if you consider the head as a 0, tail as a 1, then you only can solve the things with a head or tail combination. However, for the quantum science, we have the superposition, entanglement, and the quantum measurement things will never can be imagined in quantum classical world. And so the qubit actually was a superposition of 1 and 0. So if you want to think in a classical way, you can think as a rotating coin. It's 1 and 0. You can see simultaneously. If you have two qubits, they are dancing together. Two rotating coins, they are dancing coherently and know each other. So with a lot of coins, with a lot of qubits, they can form a huge hyperspace and can solve a lot of physical problems was never imagined by the classical computer. So it's really the math and the physics we trust to make the quantum computer. So what is the impact for the quantum computer if they really come to our world? They can solve a lot of problems was never been imagined by the classical computer can be solved in the real time. The huge data and the huge combination things and the very hard mathematical problem can be solved. So such as machine learning, material and drug design, and also quantum financing, and the most important things, the security code for the RS coding can be solved by quantum computer in the real time. And also a lot of things can never be imagined by the classical computer because the universe was built by the quantum. So a lot of things can only be solved in the quantum computer and can be developed in the future. So take as an example, what is the things can be solved by quantum computer, but not in the classical computer. Nowadays, we are moving in the 5Z and the 6Z era. A lot of mini stations on the ground and a lot of mini satellites on the air. And if you carry your mobile phone walking around the ground, the station need to identify your position. Also, if you call to your friend, and the two mobile phones need to connect to each other with the most effective and optimized routing. And this cannot be solved by the quantum classical computer, can only be solved by the quantum computer because the number of the mobile phone carrier and the routing is too huge. And with the similar idea, quantum computer, if you model the social things in the right way, you can use quantum computer, get a real-time solution very fast. A lot of problems such as a schedule problem, logistic problem, a lot of social problems. So we can optimize the world, improve your life quality. Most important of all, you can find a solution effectively and can save a lot of money to benefit your life. People also worry about, is that the quantum computer can really replace the classical computer. However, in the future, we will see, actually it's not like that. It will be the situation. Quantum computer shake the hands and live harmony with the classical computer. We need both quantum computer and classical computer because a lot of things, quantum computer input and the solution need to store by the classical computer. So the quantum computer really will collaborate with the classical power. So definitely the future is quantum. So quantum computer, quantum advantage year is already arrived. Are you ready for the quantum computer? Wish everyone will be prepare yourself and ready for the future. Thanks for your attention.